Lately, we've seen some of the nicest fall weather you can possibly have around here. While the ample sunshine and warm temperatures have been quite nice, we could definitely use some rain. Looking at the latest drought monitor here, you can see that roughly the northern two-thirds or so of Illinois are under a moderate drought, or a D1 here on the scale. And then you can also see that some pockets here of D2 or severe drought are starting to pop up across northern Illinois. And with that being said, here's the reason why. This is the precipitation departure from normal over the past 90 days across Illinois. You can see that these orange colors here across far northern Illinois, correlating with the areas of severe drought, are areas that are running 6 to 8 inches below average on rainfall over the past 3 months. You can see here that pretty much the entirety of northern Illinois is at least in this 4 to 6 inch deficit, and the only part of the state that's running a surplus is far southern Illinois, areas that were impacted by Hurricane Helene remnants. We do have some good news, though. Rain, and even some embedded thunderstorms should move in overnight tonight, and we should wake up to conditions a lot like this Friday morning. Looking here at water vapor imagery, we can see our system begin to materialize here in the plains late this morning into the early afternoon hours. By late this afternoon into the evening, you'll begin to notice an increase in high cirrus clouds as moisture streams in aloft out ahead of this system. We expect it to track almost due eastward overnight tonight. As the system pushes eastward tonight, it'll meet up with moisture surging northward too. This, combined with rather strong forcing associated with the system, will be enough for a rather concentrated but heavy area of rain and embedded thunderstorms, especially across northern Illinois, it appears. The good news is that with the timing of this system being overnight, none of the storms will be strong at all. Now let's take a bit of a closer look at how we expect the radar to look later tonight. First, we expect rain to begin to move in from west to east late this evening, likely around or a little before midnight. By the wee hours of the morning, rain will be falling moderately to even heavy at times across much of northern Illinois. Forcing will be maximized just north of the center of low pressure, which is where the most concentrated and heaviest rain and thunderstorms are expected, generally between the I-80 and I-90 corridors. This area could see a solid ½ inch to an inch of rain tonight into tomorrow morning. The start of the morning commute will likely be quite wet, but rain should begin to taper off by 7 to 9 a.m., and eventually in the afternoon the sun should come out. And again, this event should yield some good rainfall totals, with a band of a ½ inch to an inch likely somewhere between the I-80 to I-90 corridors across northern Illinois. Some locations within this lucky zone may even see more than an inch of rain. Amounts drop off quickly to just a tenth or two as you head north of the Wisconsin border or south into central Illinois. Here's a different computer model, painting a very similar picture. Notice the embedded pockets of over an inch of rain across northern Illinois. This is the official rainfall forecast from the National Weather Service, agreeing with the general idea of a ½ inch to an inch of rain between the I-80 to I-90 corridors in northern Illinois. While this is much needed rainfall, it won't really be enough to make a big dent in the drought though. So the main takeaways from this system are that rain should begin around or just before midnight tonight, and it'll taper off in the morning around 7 to 9 a.m. We're expecting a ½ inch to an inch between the I-80 to I-90 corridors across northern Illinois, with locally an inch or more possible under heavier pockets of rain. Of course, be prepared for a very slow morning commute as it hasn't rained in a while and people likely forgot how to drive in the rain, of course. And last but not least, expect embedded thunderstorms overnight tonight. Again, we're not expecting anything strong to severe, but you may get woken up by some very loud thunder in the middle of the night, though. Enjoy Friday's rainy and gloomy weather while it lasts, though, because we're expecting sunshine and above average temperatures back into the 70s and maybe even 80s by next week already. Thanks for watching.